As the old saying goes, too much of a good thing is often a bad thing. Surprisingly, this applies quite well to violence. Here, we see Noah Wiseman hard at work on his final. Little does he know, however, that this project will lead to the end of him as we know him. Because any second now, Josh Chambers is going to enter this room. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
Heading out?
Yeah. You gonna keep editing?
Yep, it's gonna be a long night.
I thought you were almost done.
I am, I'm just color grading.
Okay. I still don't get the plot of it.
So basically it's this guy and he's having visions that he's living in a 1950s dystopia where it's illegal to turn into a bug. But in the real world, he is a bug, and in the human world, he's scared of turning into a bug. These worlds between the real world and the dream world, they're colliding, and he's slowly turning into a bug. But before anything can happen, he gets squished for being gay.
Well, I gotta run.
See ya.
See ya. You know, Noah, that actually kind of sounds a lot like a movie that I once made.
What movie have you made that you think is anything like Operation Finger?
It followed a geriatric man stumbling out of a movie theater when he falls down a manhole. This leads him kind of down a psychedelic rabbit hole where he ends up exactly where he fell, but this time without any pants. In the sky, it's raining bells.
That is completely different.
In some ways, yes.
In every way, yes.
But it was called Operation Sunshine.
What does that even mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Don't act like you're such a good filmmaker, Chambers. Don't act like you're better than me.
You're talking to the guy who made a half-hour Prestellar documentary, which has over 600 views on YouTube and almost half a dozen likes.
And where did that get you? Because it didn't get you in NYU.
You got into NYU because of the work I did on your films.
What work? What films have you shown us?
Oh, I get it. You're not familiar with my personal projects outside of this class.
What personal portfolio?
This class is kind of where I test the waters for what works and what doesn't. My personal projects is really where the magic happens.
What's in your personal portfolio?
Some really trippy experimental stuff. I wouldn't expect you to understand it at all.
Aesthetic movies, like shots of trees?
There were shots of flowers, too.
It's just a little rudimentary for my taste. My visuals don't substitute story, my visuals are the story.
Well, Noah, you're a prophet.
Is that a reference to my film entitled Prophet?
Is that the one with the aspect ratio?
Why does God hate me? How come I can't pass my classes? What's that sound? Why can't I find where that ringing sound is? Why doesn't my mom acknowledge me anymore? Why does time seem to move faster with each new year? Do I still have time left to dream? When do the flowers grow in the wintertime? Pharaoh! How soon until they drop the bomb? Where will the children play? When are these noises gonna stop? How come I can't seem to say the right things at the right time? What happened to the person I used to be?
Your temple, it calls out to you, Pharaoh.
How do I make the ringing stop? What color dress was Mom wearing last time I saw her?
Return home, Pharaoh.
Crash into me, child.
I never understood that one. Were you supposed to be God?
Well, so the main character is having war flashbacks to Vietnam, despite the fact that he was born after it's happened. It's supposed to be about the injustice of things you've never cared about. And in the end, he meets St. Peter.
Why would you be St. Peter?
You wouldn't get it. I'm pretty sure you turn your brain off the second you see no color.
You stole the black and white thing from me.
From which movie?
My art house stalker impressionist film.
That wasn't impressionist. That was just genuine stalker footage.
How'd you even see that one? I never showed that to you.
I mean, it was kind of a big deal when it came out. And even so, I did black and white first in my silent film.
Oh God, don't tell me you made a silent film.
I basically invented silent films.
Well, you might have made a silent film, but I'm the one who shot a 3-hour war epic in a day.
Oh yeah? Well, my movies have been screened at the All-American Film Festival.
So have mine.
Oh yeah? Which one?
The one about my 2 Filipina cousins who keep arguing because they can't get along, but in the end they remember that they'll be sisters forever.
I don't think that was your movie.
Oh, it so was, and it made Callan cry.
Well, I made a movie that made Count retire.
Well, I made a movie where you and I argued over who made better movies.
I think I worked on a movie like that, which started with me editing.
And then I come in and we start arguing over the movies we've made.
Until we start describing the exact movie that we're currently in.
And then the CIA guy who's been watching us is all like, the subjects have become self-aware.
Subjects have become self-aware.
Wait, hang on.
Take him out. No, please. I have so many more stories to tell. I didn't even get to the one about the guy kissing his dad yet.
Wait, no, wait. What about all the angles and the focal lengths I haven't talked about yet? I haven't talked about Hitchcock's bomb rule yet. What about angles? What about the millimeters?
Bring in the replacements.
Well, I made a movie where... Why are we doing this, Noah? Why do we keep fighting?
I don't know. I think I've just had my defenses up because I'm graduating soon and I'm leaving for New York and you're staying here and I'm scared I'm never gonna see you again.
I understand. And I'm scared too, Noah, but hey, I'm always gonna be by your side.
Through thick and thin?
Through thick and thin.